and welcome to our webcast for this month. We are focusing on communications. Our overarching goal is to give you resources you need and that will work for you on your campus to help you build a stronger, kinder school culture. This month, as I said, we're focusing on communications, and I will dive into the Kindness Project and what we're suggesting for you to bring to your campus this month. We have put together what we call conversation topics, and they focus on kindness. And this is a spin-off of, if you've ever heard of Table Topics, it's a great resource. You could buy those on Amazon, or we've put together 25 different topics for you to talk with your students about. And so without further ado, let me explain it. So the first thing you're going to want to do is download our printable conversation topics on our website. If you go to our blog, just 21daykindnesschallenge.org/blog and look for our conversation topics blog post. And so we put together 25 different questions that you can ask your students, and I'll get into that in a second. So first, go and download that. I suggest making multiple copies, and so, not just sticking to the 25, make, at least 3 or 4 times the amount. Just laminate the paper and then cut them up into cards, similar to what we did here. The size is a 3x7, so you could tape it to a 3x7, or you could print it on 3x7 if you could do that. And then find a container. We have this adorable little box container that my team had made, and you stick the cards inside this container. You could also get, since it's a 3x5 index card, I know they make those plastic containers with the little flip lid. You can get that and stick the cards in there. So that's the setup process. And then the way it works, our suggestion anyhow, is you choose a day that works best for your school, and a time. So it could be at lunchtime. It could be at, maybe you have a morning break that's like a snack time. Whatever time you think would work best for your school to do this. Choose a time, and then perhaps even one day a week, or maybe you want to do conversation topics once a month. And so what you would do is you would take all your little boxes that you've created with all your laminated questions, and you would place them on the different tables where the students will be sitting. We do encourage you to have your teachers sign up, to have staff also sign up. So putting together a sign-up sheet, knowing when you're going to do your table or your conversation topics, have teachers say, yeah, I'm going to commit to being in the lunchroom with the students while we play this table topics or conversation topics game. We suggest a 7-to-1 ratio, so 7 children to 1 teacher. I know each school has different sizes. Maybe that's not even possible, but that's a great suggestion because you're actually able to have a better conversation. So when you're sitting at the table, and if you're the adult at the table, you would simply grab your box and you would pull a card, and then you would read the card, and it would say, what can kindness teach people? So you would answer it last, being the adult, and then the children surrounding you, the students surrounding you, you would then have them answer that question. If you need to start first as an example, like with the younger grade students, you could say, well, this is what I think kindness can teach people, and then say, well, what do you think kindness can teach people? And then once you've gone around the table and had the conversation, you can then pass the box to someone else at the table, the student, and then they would read their topic, and so on and so forth. So it would go around the table until either the bell rang, you were finished eating lunch, or finished with your snack, or maybe you want to put a time limit on it, whatever works best for your school. It really is a great way to have conversations being open. Again, all these questions are about kindness. And so it's a great way just to be able to bring the dialogue of kindness into a weekly conversation or a monthly conversation. A couple suggestions that we have is, if you wanted to, and it was in an enclosed environment, or maybe you have capability of playing music outside, but perhaps even having a nice music settle soundtrack, making it fun for the kids. You could even make it like a dress up the table day, where you put out nice linens and fake candles, and you create this atmosphere of like just kind of a fun, formal atmosphere. Or you could even do something more casual, where you bring bean bags, or even you bring blankets, and create sort of a picnic like feeling inside your cafeteria or outside on the playground, or wherever your children meet for lunch. So doing like a picnic, more formal, with the table and the fake candles. And then the other thing that we suggest is you picking a community member. So maybe there's a grandparent, or maybe the firefighters that are during their off days, they come in and they do these table topics, allowing the students to communicate with the community at large, and then seeing that other people care about them and want to know about what they have to say. So we hope you enjoy these conversation topics, and we hope that it helps you spread kindness on campus, and it helps build a stronger school culture through kindness. If you have questions or anything, suggestions, please let us know. You could either email us by visiting our website under the Contact Us page, or you could just make comments here in this video. But anyhow, have a great time, and thank you so much for being Kindness Crusaders and spreading kindness on campus.